new study indicates that 16% of men in an extramarital affair would rather pass up a new car instead of passing up nights with his mistress. Yeah.
Is there more specifics? I mean, it depends on the car and it depends on the mistress. I mean, the mistress is Rosario Dawson and the car's, I don't know, a Pontiac Grand Am like mine. If the mistress is Schwang Wang Wang and the car's a Beamer or something, then we're having a different conversation.
What if it's Rosario Dawson and the car's a Beamer?
Look, man, I ain't that rich. I'm going to take the Beamer, okay? If I was richer and I didn't give a damn, then maybe I'd take Rosario.
Right. 15% say that they would rather sacrifice their football season ticket instead of give up nights with their mistress. What do you think about that, Jake?
Yeah, now we're having a conversation. That's a little bit more reasonable. Like, it hurts me to miss football, but for Rosario, football, what name so?
Oh, really? So you would miss football to be with Rosario?
Yeah, isn't that sick? Like, by the way, of course, I wouldn't cheat, la, 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 la. We know all that, right? But for men, if you're with your wife, that's not, I mean, we've done studies like that before on the show. We've shown them to you. They're not that motivated to do anything. They're like, sure, I wouldn't really give up doing my math homework for that. I don't know if you should be doing math homework if you're married. But anyway, but if it's a mistress, they're like, what do I need to give up? Football, who cares? Which they would never give up for their wives. I mean, it's really sick in a lot of ways.
No, it is sick in a lot of ways. And the reason why this study was done, by the way, it was a survey by illicitencounters.com. The reason why it was done is because they wanted to show how men who have mistresses have psychological similarities to men who have gambling problems, because they're almost addicted to that mistress, to the point where they're willing to give up anything and everything for her. And I find that interesting, because if you're that infatuated with your mistress, why don't you let your wife know and move the hell on? I know it's easier said than done, but if you have this crazy addiction to another woman, why are you going to string your wife along while you're having sex with someone else on the side? Am I being naive in saying that?
Abso-frickin-lutely, yes. It's just not that simple. And of course, they want both. They want the good family life, they want their kids, but they're, according to this theory at least, addicted to their mistress. And think about what they would give up for their mistress, and that's why this theory has validity. Look, they're risking their whole family for the mistress. So would they give up football tickets or maybe even a car? Yeah, if they'd give up their whole life for her, I guess they would. Which that's why it doesn't make any sense to me to have a mistress. That's crazy talk. But some people, they just get addicted to that tang.
Well, that's the thing, Jink. You waited till you were 48 years old to get married. So the thing is people rush into it. Yeah, not 48, but I'm just letting you. People rush into marriage so much because there's this people. They have this pressure to get married. Oh my God, I'm 24. I have to get married, or else. Oh, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wrinkle up and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna turn into dust.
Is 24 the age you're supposed to get married? Okay, now I'm
just saying.
panicked. No,
I'm just saying.
No,
because we just have this. There's a societal fact that you have to get married. Oh my God, you're not married yet? What's wrong with you? You don't have any kids? What's going on? Parents and just society in general. Women more so. So then they got to find a dude to marry them, and people aren't happily married because they just jump into it. It doesn't make any sense. Then after that, they're like, oh my God, I met somebody that I actually like better than my wife that I kind of liked when I married her, and then now they're stuck because now they kind of like this chick they're married to, but they're like, I can't hurt her, so they just cheat on them. How stupid does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it happens all the time. Yeah, no question. But then the other part of it is sometimes, like, guys, I think the study has, a decent amount of validity. Because I know some guys who just get hooked, man, and they just can't stop it with their mistress no matter how nonsensical it is, no matter how crazy it is.